一个来自大陆的配偶，也是近期被推上风口浪尖。
Originally, the immigration department told me that because I have children, for humanitarian reasons, after I received the notice of the termination of the detention order, I could apply for family reunification and stay in Taiwan for 6 months to be with my children. But last night, I saw a video by Ba Zhong urging the immigration department to hurry up and deport me, or they would sue the department for dereliction of duty. However, today, March 15th, the Immigration Department sent an officer to deliver the documents. Since I wasn't available to sign for the documents, the officer called us and told us there's been a new decision. The termination of the detention order I received earlier is now invalid because of today's document. They're asking me to leave within 10 days or they will forcibly deport me. This is a video from Yaya in Taiwan, a popular influencer who runs channels on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. She has over 400,000 followers. And she's been investigated by Taiwan's immigration department for promoting China's military reunification and claiming that Taiwan will become a ruin. As a result, her family reunion residence permit was cancelled, and she has been ordered to leave Taiwan. This issue has garnered significant attention. What we just heard was her description on March 15th of receiving the Taiwan Immigration Department's notice and being told to leave the country. Now, let's take a look at how she previously called for military unification of Taiwan. As long as the mainland doesn't show mercy to fellow countrymen and bombs Taiwan to the death, in half an hour it would basically be a ruin, and our Taiwanese people will be the cannon fodder. If you've been away from home too long and won't listen to good advice, do you have to be hit with a golden stick to make you come back? In the end, you'll just cry and go home immediately. Isn't that amphibious assault? Yaya in Taiwan often posts videos promoting Taiwan's reunification with China, making statements like, Taiwan is a part of China, even involving her daughter in videos to openly support China's military actions. Mommy, look, the Fujian ship has set sail. Then the video shows footage of the Chinese propaganda about the Fujian ship. Wow, so cool. Right, Mommy, Daddy's hometown is Fujian, right? Yes. Ha, then I'm also a Fujian Taiwanese. Nice to meet you. Then the daughter starts singing a song promoting the Chinese Fujian ship. Yaya in Taiwan also filmed her daughter, Yi Yi, using Taiwanese Kingman liquor to pay respects to the Chinese Communist Party leader Mao Zedong. We won't list all the details here. On March 16th, during a press conference for Taiwan's new Immigrant Empowerment Development Information Network, Deputy Director General of the Immigration Department, Qian Jiancheng, stated that due to Liu's promotion of military unification, which could pose a threat to national security and social stability, the Immigration Department has ordered Liu to comply with the deadline for leaving the country. The final deadline would be March 24th. If she does not leave by then, deportation will be carried out. After being fined, Yaya changed her attitude and started speaking positively about Taiwan, especially in a video released on March 15th.
健保卡就是从生小孩开始。
Hi everyone, I'm Liu Zhenya, a spouse from mainland China. The first time I used Taiwan's health insurance card was when I gave birth. I deeply felt the care and convenience of the healthcare system here. Taiwan's health insurance system is highly praised internationally, and after personally experiencing, I'm even more convinced of this. Regarding my parents, they have visited Taiwan twice. They were deeply impressed by the local customs and found Taiwanese people to be very friendly and polite. After returning to mainland China, they often tell their friends and family about the beauty of Taiwan. This is what she said after being ordered to leave the country, her farewell to Taiwan. It sounds quite normal, but keep in mind, this is what she said after being fined. Some Taiwanese netizens have expressed, the cunning Chinese who never truly acknowledge their mistakes but only seek to manipulate situations for their benefit. Leave Taiwan immediately and return to China to enjoy the care of the iron fist you deserve. Board member of the Taiwan Chinese Democratic Institute, Zheng Jianyuan, strongly supports the Immigration Department's decision. He said, Yaya still holds Chinese citizenship, yet she's been promoting the Chinese Communist Party's military invasion of Taiwan. He said, if you come to Taiwan, it's because you want to live here, not to disrupt our order. You should respect Taiwan's values, but if you come to destroy us, of course, we don't welcome you as part of Taiwan. Some voices against the Immigration Department's decision argue that the biggest difference between Taiwan and mainland China is the freedom of speech. On March 12th, Chinese State Council Taiwan Affairs Office spokesperson Chen Binghua also criticized the Democratic Progressive Party for its double standards, claiming it hurts the emotions of mainland Chinese people. After being punished by Taiwan's Immigration Department, Yaya questioned the limitation of freedom of speech, but the Taiwanese government emphasized that inciting war is not within the scope of freedom of speech. Taiwan's Minister of the Interior, Liu Shifang, responded earlier, saying that freedom of speech is not a gift from the sky, nor is it an excuse for military unification or military aggression against Taiwan. Liu said, "As long as the law is violated, we will strictly handle it according to the law." On March 17th, the Legislative Yuan invited Liu Shifang to attend for questioning. In response, Liu explained that Yaya does not have a Taiwanese ID and only holds family-based residency. The Ministry of the Interior cancelled her residency based on the law, especially after Liu publicly advocated for military unification of Taiwan. Liu Shifang also pointed out that it wasn't just one person who reported her actions, and what the influencer said should be considered a reference, not as a final conclusion. Liu Shifang further stated that according to law, the process must be handled very rigorously. After receiving the order, Liu was supposed to leave Taiwan within 10 days, and they will give her time and space to do so. Liu said, however, whenever she leaves, we will ensure that she has the space to leave safely. When Liu Shifang said the influencer's statements are just for reference, she was referring to the anti-communist influencer Ba Zhong, who filmed a video on March 11th claiming that he had reported Liu's case.
Let
me tell you, it was me who reported you. 2 years ago, I exposed you on my channel. You were spreading the idea that Taiwan should be ruled under the principle of one China, with the flag of the People's Republic of China, right? You were spouting nonsense in the territory of the Republic of China while carrying your third child. You took your daughter to kneel and pay respects to Mao Zedong's statue, offering drinks, often making videos about Taiwan returning to the People's Republic of China under the 5-star flag, singing communist red songs, and even dared to criticize us for lacking freedom of speech.
Ba Zhong argues that the real issue is the promotion of Taiwan's unification with China while claiming Taiwanese identity. He criticizes the spreading of threats and pro-communist rhetoric, urging support for political parties that seek peaceful unification with the CCP under the One China policy, which he believes undermines the Republic of China. Deng Jianyuan points out that advocating for war to resolve cross-strait issues goes beyond the protection of free speech, as it could endanger Taiwan's national security. Former Taiwan bureau chief for Japan's Sankei Shimbun, Akio Yaita, also posted on X, saying that many Taiwanese have lost their freedom due to political charges or false accusations from the Chinese Communist Party. He cited cases like Li Mingzhe, Li Mengjun, and Fu Cha. Compared to the CCP's practice of making people disappear, sending back a Chinese spouse who advocates for military unification of Taiwan is relatively mild. In response to this, some pro-Taiwan Chinese spouses also posted videos condemning other Chinese spouses for promoting CCP military unification. On someone else's land, you've received so many benefits and rights. Some people even have more than the local Taiwanese. So, why then do you have to say such nonsense? If you think Taiwan is so bad, why do you still stay here? I just don't understand. This is like schizophrenia. Then, after the fact, you feel wronged, using so many uninformed mainland Chinese to sympathize with you. Some mainland Chinese completely don't understand what benefits and rights mainland spouses get in Taiwan. They really think Taiwan treats mainland spouses so badly? I truly think this is slander. Such people are really shameless. Honestly, I can't stand watching this video from this mainland spouse. It's really absurd. They've gotten so much from somebody else's land. They should be grateful. We should think about what they could do for Taiwan. Similar complaints have been filed against other mainland Chinese spouses like Enchi and Xiao Wei. Xiao frequently posts videos on Douyin with her 3 young children, raising the 5-star communist flag and promoting Taiwan as part of China. Enchi often live streams near Taipei Bridge, using her Douyin channels Wan Wan Xiao Yue and Enchi in Taiwan to spread pro-unification rhetoric, claiming Taiwan is an inseparable part of China, and unification of the motherland is unstoppable.
我在台湾，插上有些红旗。
I raised the 5-star flag in Taiwan. Do you support it? I really hope that the streets of Taiwan are filled with this 5-star red flag so that my children can go back to visit their grandparents as soon as possible. I've been married to a Taiwanese man for almost 12 years. My daughter is 5 years old and she has never met my grandparents. Why? Because making money in Taiwan is hard and the economic conditions are bad. To visit my parents back home costs a lot of money. How lucky you are to be married to someone from the mainland. You can always bring your children to see your parents. These two mainland spouses were also interviewed. After receiving public reports, the Immigration Department has notified En-Chi and Xiao Wei to explain themselves at the Immigration Department. En-Chi has already been interviewed, and a letter has been sent to Xiao Wei to notify her of the interview time. The follow-up investigation and actions will be conducted according to the relevant procedures. After being interviewed, both En-Chi and Xiao Wei changed their statements by 180 degrees.
台湾同胞
Taiwanese compatriots and some of our fellow countrymen with IP addresses from mainland China, from Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and other provinces, please don't take my words out of context, distort the facts, or slander me with personal attacks. En-Chi only wishes for peace, for the world to be at peace, and for the country to prosper. Thank you, everyone.
台湾是一个有爱的地方。
Taiwan is a place full of love. I've always believed that Taiwanese people are very kind and warm-hearted. However, Xiao Wei complained that Taiwanese people do not understand how difficult it is for her to raise her children, and hoped to receive a warning and the opportunity to correct herself. She said the video was simply meant for her fellow countrymen in mainland China to watch, and she has now corrected the cover thumbnail, subtitles, and spoken words to refer to Taiwan instead of Chinese Taiwan.
就今天3月15号，我出去买菜。
On March 15th, I went out to buy groceries. Someone said I was a CCP lapdog and told me to go back to mainland China and not stay in Taiwan. I posted patriotic videos in mainland China, but people in Taiwan took videos from there and uploaded them to YouTube. They spread rumors about me, slandered me, and took things out of context, talking about me without my consent. Now Taiwanese TV stations are reporting about me, and my videos are everywhere on Taiwanese YouTube. It's causing me a lot of trouble in my life, threatening me.
我是大陆人。
I'm from mainland China. I grew up in mainland China. If I don't love my country, should I love yours? If you think I'm wrong, give me a warning. Tell me that here in Taiwan, I can't post these things or say these things. I'm Chinese. Can't I say this? Just tell me and I'll stop. I won't say anything anymore. In response, Taiwanese netizens left comments like, "Didn't you say Taiwan is terrible? That it's a broken place? Go back. We won't stop you. How can you take advantage of Taiwanese kindness? If you don't appreciate it, you don't deserve it. Trying to fake tears, but it's all so fake. One comes and another follows. Go back to where you came from. We're just sending you home, not exiling you. Why is that so scary?" Some netizens also reported other mainland spouses with similar views, such as China-Taiwan Yinger and mainland spouse Da Qianjing tea shop owner Cheng Cai Hong. Netizens commented, "Everyone send one letter. Let her go back to China. Welcome to report her." Influencer Zhang Yao said that mainland spouse Chen Cai Hong is being boycotted because she's a member of the pro-unification party, advocating for the military unification of Taiwan and harboring hatred towards Taiwanese people. She makes derogatory comments like, "Taiwanese are scum," and "a lower race, how dare they act arrogant." On X, netizens said that many of these mainland spouses are part of a unified front operation and should not be given attention or traffic. These Chinese spouses are seen as collaborators with the Kuomintang and the Communist Party, spreading propaganda and brainwashing Taiwanese people. News reports from Formosa TV stated that after Yaya posted videos advocating for military unification, she then questioned Taiwan's so-called freedom of speech. Changhua County Councilor Xu Shuwei recalled a controversial incident in 2018 at a temple. The temple, once called the Five-Star Communist Temple by outsiders, became a Chinese Communist Party ideological base after being taken over by a developer. The developer, Wei Mingren, publicly insulted Taiwan's government as fake and said he would help China retake Taiwan by force. His statements mirrored the recent pro-unification rhetoric from mainland spouse Yaya. Xu Shuwei said that many people today pose as influencers, military personnel, or lawmakers, operating with the CCP's propaganda. Wei Miren and other similar figures have not disappeared. Xu also emphasized that freedom of speech is not unlimited, stressing that national security must be prioritized. Premier Su Chengchang stated on March 16th at a DPP policy conference that military unification is violence, and violence makes one an enemy of the people. He emphasized that Taiwan would not allow any force to disrupt peace. He said, "Taiwan does not welcome such people. Please go back to your place. Taiwan must maintain its dignity and sovereignty." President Lai Ching-te also took action. On March 13th, he convened a national security high-level meeting, officially labeling China as a foreign hostile force and proposed 17 counter-interference measures. These included reinstating military tribunals, expanding checks on whether civil servants hold Chinese identification, strictly reviewing residency applications from Hong Kong and Macau, and controlling Chinese visits to Taiwan to prevent United Front influence. He stressed that advocating for war and hate is not free speech, but a criminal act under international law. Any mainland spouse or Chinese person in Taiwan making similar remarks could face revocation of their residency permit or be restricted in their stay. In addition to mainland spouses, Taiwanese celebrities active in China have also shared posts from CCTV promoting the message Taiwan must return. The Mainland Affairs Council, MAC, stated that it will investigate whether artists have cooperated with the CCP's political, military, and government bodies. MAC Minister Chiu Chui-cheng further stated that artists singing China's praises should not cling to their Taiwanese identity, and if they do, their identity will be immediately adjusted. Yaya, with over 400,000 followers, sought to turn Taiwan into a ruin, but was dismissed by the Immigration Department and ordered to return home. Despite enjoying so many benefits in Taiwan, she fell for CCP lies and engaged in United Front propaganda. Taiwan is not a place for practicing rhetoric, and freedom of speech is not meant for propaganda. Hopefully, mainland spouses following the CCP can wake up.